Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon, and here we play Jank. And so I'm going to be playing the Darkness Ablaze deck, revolving around Eternatus, which we saw how good Eternatus can be, so hopefully this Eternatus can do very well for us. This is actually my first match on the latest patch as well, so it'll be interesting to see what's going on here. Everything seems smooth, but it seemed smooth before. I know they changed some animations. I believe this coin used to be flat, so it's moving. I don't know if that's new or not. I have a terrible memory, so I might call something out and be completely wrong. What a terrible opening hand! Like, we're going to have to dump all of our Galarian Weezing and just lose out on that strategy, I think. Because this is nuts how bad this is. Holy cow. Like, okay, we need the Eternatus VMAX, we need the Darkness Energy. Then we have Serena, which can discard up to 3 cards from your hand and draw 5. Or draw until you have 5. So whatever we top deck will really depend on what we discard. If we top deck a Koffing, I might be able to hold on to 1 Galarian Weezing. But that's about it. Our opponent has a Sobble and an Articuno. Now this Articuno is the paralyzed one. By doing damage to itself, it will paralyze. So that's interesting. So the Quick Ball did come into play. So we could actually maybe maneuver around everything a little bit better. I could Quick Ball for a Crobat, but then that would only be a draw 2. But I can Quick Ball for a Koffing and get the alternative strategy going, and then I can Serena away a Weezing and draw 3. And I think that just sounds like the better deal, right? So continue, draw 3. We get Dark Patch and a Research. So we'll just do 30. Alright. So our opponent has 80 health left, so we need 3 Darkness Pokemon in play. So we will Eternatus, we will Weezing, and we will Professor's Research. Hopefully draw an energy and a basic Pokemon. Shouldn't be too difficult, but you never know. Sometimes it's weird. So our opponent could possibly be going for the Gusting on Koffing. Doesn't look like they are. They're going Irida, so that means a water Pokemon and an item. See, getting the Wild Freeze off this turn is not very important for them. So, in my opinion, they might want to grab another Articuno and a Capacious Bucket. Get that other Articuno ready. You know, they're going Radiant Greninja and Capacious Bucket. They're going to discard a card and draw 2, which isn't bad. But they really need another attacker ready, because Eternatus is an evolver. He evolves up, so that will clear any status conditions on him and on it, and be able to attack the Articuno, even if I was paralyzed this turn. And honestly, if they do paralyze themselves, they gotta do 50 damage to themselves, and that's just going to make it a little bit easier for us to get the KO. Means we wouldn't even have to get a Pokemon on the field. That's how easy that will be. So, Water Energy down on the Articuno. I think this is going to be a quick match. I think I'm going to knock out Articuno this turn, and they're going to just quit right there. They got nothing else going on right now. And Articuno would actually be pretty good against this deck, in my opinion, because it can lock down Eternatus, and then retreat. Like, getting Eternatus out of the active would be very difficult on my end. So, oh, that's nice with the Emergency Jelly. I like it. I like it a lot. So we will evolve up, Research. Okay, we get plenty of basic Pokemon and our Dark Energy. So let's start playing them down. Koffing, Radiant, Eternatus, Dark Energy, Crobat for 4. That was ridiculous. Holy cow. And we even have a Crobat and an Evolution Incense for next turn. Oh, man. and we KO Articuno. Now the benefit also with Articuno is the fact that it can set up pretty quickly. It's a single prize basic Pokemon that needs 2 energy. That's not too difficult to get going. Just trying to remember what kind of energy acceleration water has. There's Frostmoth and Frostlass that I can think of, both stage 1s without the basics on the field. Bringing out Drizzile is an interesting choice. They could Path me, play down Path to the Peak, and really shut down me getting any stronger, but I can still knock out the Inteleon if they needed that. I can knock out basically anything on the board currently, so I don't know, not too concerned, but we'll see. We will have to see. So this next turn, yep, there's the Inteleon. They're going with the quick shooting instead. That's fascinating. Who are they targeting? This next turn, they're targeting the Eternatus, weakening that down as much as they can. Okay, they scoop up. Now, who are they going to put active? Articuno. That's an interesting choice, because I can knock out this Articuno. They've already done their attachment for turn, so how are they going to accelerate that energy? Raihan. Good old trusty Raihan. Yep, that is a good move. I got nothing else to say about that. That was a good move. Let's see. There's a possibility of me being able to quick ball this away, Dark Patch it onto the Eternatus, and escape rope out of the Eternatus into my other Eternatus, you know. But I don't know. So happy to see that this isn't turning into just ooh. No, I don't think that's worth it. What? Palkia? Okay. Let's just get Eternatus going. Evolution Incense, Eternatus. Play that down. Play that down. Crobat for 2, I think. Yes. Zigzagoon. Put a ping on Articuno. So if Articuno attacks again, it's going to knock itself out. And we will play Avery. Escape Rope Serena. We're looking pretty good right now. So all that we can do is end turn. So our opponent can still paralyze us. They risk knocking themselves out unless they have something to heal damage. But next turn we can just escape rope. Depending on what they put in the active, we can then Serena boss up this Palkia and KO it for 2 prizes. Or, you know, maybe they'll put up the Palkia and we can Marnie them or something like that. But we will have this Eternatus ready to go. So either way, we'll have 2 Eternatus VMAXs ready to go and be able to switch between them with the escape rope. Now, our opponent is taking quite a while searching for a card. Evolution Incense. So that's not a heal card. So maybe they are just going to get the Origin Form Palkia up and going. Now, not a bad play. How much HP does 280? So that is outside the range of a one-hit KO, sadly. But at the very least, we can set it up to be KO'd. Because we already played our Zigzagoon and we don't have any scoop up nets, it is outside of our range for one-hit KOs. We are very close to being able to do 270, but that's not really going to help us too well. Now, Evolution Incense is kind of a dead card. I think I'm just going to play it just to get rid of it. And because when we played it last time, all we could grab was the Eternatus VMAX. So we don't really need it. Yeah, we lost 2 of our Weezings super early on. I'm kind of regretting benching that Koffing. It makes an easy target for their quick shooting. Just 3 quick shootings and they get a free prize. So it is what it is, though. No recovery in this deck, if you remember the deck rundown. I don't play in recovery. Probably a mistake on my end, but it's been working Not saying it's been perfect, but it's been working. They're getting a second Sobble down, making their scoop up nets that much more valuable to them. So a very good move there. And we do have this Origin Form Palkia that we can gust up now. Yep, Wild Freeze. We will grab a prize. They will paralyze us. And then we can Escape Rope. And Serena. Origin Form Palkia right there. Now, them choosing an active is a big deal for us. Depending on what they choose, you know, and then Escape Rope they'll have to choose, and then that will determine our Serena. But they put up, yep, they put up exactly what I thought they would, and I think that's a good move overall. Umbreon will come down, so we have that Umbreon VMAX when we pull it from our prizes available, and we will Escape Rope. Choosing a new active. I almost feel like putting this guy back into the active. I can Serena. Pull up that. No. Let's just hit big. The reason to put up the damaged Eternatus was, in my opinion, to have the damaged... we pulled Umbreons. That's pretty good. We have 2 prizes left. They might be hesitant to put Origin Form Palkia VStar into the active. They might want to use that Star Portal on a Articuno, which would be very good. Be able to paralyze us and all that stuff. But that Umbreon does open up the possibility of gusting. So if they, you know, if we get just one prize off this Drizzile or something, although I'm assuming that they have a Scoop Up Net or a Drizzile to search out Scoop Up Net to get that Drizzile out of the active. But there's some very interesting things that can happen. Nope, they're just going for the Origin Form Palkia Star Portal ability. So they could put 2 on the Palkia and 1 on the Drizzile to retreat into. No, they are powering up the Drizzile. Okay, so Quick Shooting would go up to... No, they went Shady Dealings. Okay, so that's 120, then 20 down onto the bench. I assume this Eternatus. I can retreat into this Eternatus, attack the Inteleon, knock that out, and then I have the Umbreon waiting to gust up another single prizer like Radiant Greninja and grab the win that way. And I kind of do want to do that. I want to put the more damaged Eternatus into the active. Bait them into taking that prize. They're going to want to gust around it. And I'm not sure if they'll be able to. Although with Shady Dealings, they can grab a Serena and a Professor's Research. And then depending on what I do. Nope, they went Roxanne. Roxanne could really mess with us. Did they already play a supporter? I don't think so. Rare Candy on the Sobble going up to a Quick Shooting. So there's 20 extra damage. And that's gonna allow them to get the KO mid-turn next turn, which is scary for us. Very, very scary. Roxanne coming out, giving us 2 cards to work with, and we already have a full bench. So that's not great news for us. Another Sobble comes down, yeah. We got a Dark Patch that we can't use yet. We got Koffing that's kind of pointless. So that Roxanne really put us in a bad spot here. But I wonder if we can still get the win somehow. Okay. This Dark Energy I'm going to put onto Crobat. Dead End. Oh boy. No, that Origin Form Palkia can knock out our Eternatus. There's just nothing that we can do, sadly. I should have retreated into Eternatus, and then at this point I could have put up Zigzagoon or something like that. I misplayed there, but it is what it is. No going back now. 60 plus 20 for each bench Pokemon. That's 7 plus 3, that's 10, that's 260. So, misplay there on our end, but we got wrapped up in the moment. Yep, even Temple of Sinnoh to take away our retreat option. Very good move. Very good move. I don't really have much else to say other than that. It's a good move. Took away our Umbreon early, all that stuff. Yeah, we have 220 HP. They've got the KO. I mean, Palkia is kind of like one of the best water decks out there in the moment, so it's kind of clear to see how Eternatus, using the same strategy, has kind of fallen off by giving up 3 prizes for each Eternatus. We basically give them a 2 KO game, which is really difficult. That's the biggest difficulty that VMAXs have to work to overcome, and now with V-Stars being so powerful, pretty much equal to VMAXs, it's a very difficult balance to keep, but I misplayed. That's on me. That was a huge part. Maybe they had the Gust, maybe it didn't matter. There's the Drizzile. You know, did they already play a supporter? Yeah, they played Irida. How much did that Irida really affect this game? I don't know, but I misplayed there. That's on me. Either way, my opponent played very well. Originally, I thought they were going to quit because I was going to knock out their Articuno so quickly, but they stuck it out and they pulled off a victory. If anything, this just kind of shows that you really need to stick it out. Like, not just quitting at the first sign of adversity is a huge skill in the Pokemon TCG. Yeah, 300 damage, knocking out Eternatus VMAX. 2 Eternatus VMAX in 1 turn. What a powerful combo that is, you know? Being able to knock those out. All I needed to do was retreat, attack with the other one, and all that. Choose 2 bench Pokemon to discard. That one, and that one. Good game to my opponent. I'm sad that I started off on a loss from my own mistake, but it's important to realize that mistake and move forward in this matchup and do better next time. So hopefully you guys will join me tomorrow for another match with Darkness Ablaze, celebrating the sets that are rotating. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Join the Discord where we can talk about Jank cards, decks, formats, or other TCGs. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.